We dream big and a lot. We plan things out, but we laze around a lot when it comes to actually executing the plans and putting in the work. However, we never show a single sign of laziness when it comes to the fun things. In my last video, I shared the reasons related to your body that can make you lazy. However, if you felt that you couldn't quite relate to the things I mentioned, but you still feel that you're a lazy person, then I'm sure you will relate to today's video, because today I will share some tips that can help you improve your mindset and your goal planning game, which will ultimately make you a less lazy person. So, are you ready? Let's dive right into the first tip. You might have heard this from so many people that writing specific goals is important. And guess what? I'm here to tell you the same. Just like having big goals scare your mind, having vague goals put it in a very confused state, which is why having specific goals is important. Having a specific goal paints a clear picture in your mind, and so your brain can easily comprehend which strategies it needs to adopt to accomplish that goal. So instead of saying that I want to lose weight, say I want to lose 10 pounds. Instead of I want more money, which is so vague that it could literally mean one more rupee or one more dollar, say that you want to earn 10,000 more rupees or 10,000 more dollars. Instead of I want to work out, say I want to work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes. When you have a vague goal, your brain does not see a final destination, and because of the vagueness of your goal, you feel so unmotivated and lazy to work for them. Usually we would just decide what our goals are, and mostly we never write them down, let alone writing the whys. And those of us who do decide to write the whys, we usually end up considering the ideal whys. For example, if we want to lose weight, we say we want to lose weight to become healthier, fitter, and more energetic, which actually should be the whys for losing weight. But while we are considering the ideal whys, we ignore the real whys that actually motivated us to set this goal for ourselves. Like the real reason behind losing weight may be to fit in an X number jeans. So instead of considering a why which you feel others would like, always consider the why that motivates you, because no matter what, eventually you will get demotivated during the journey, which makes you lazy, and you would need something as a fuel to motivate you. These whys will be the fuel. They will remind you of why you started this journey in the first place. Having your ultimate goal in mind is good, but when it comes to working, focusing on the huge goal stresses you out. Your brain gets so intimidated by how far the goal is and where you are now, which leads to stress and ultimately makes you lazy enough to procrastinate on that goal. I have talked about this in so much detail in one of my previous videos. And in another video, I shared my tips to beat procrastination. Both the videos will be linked in the description box. But the simple way to stop this procrastination is to divide your goal into chunks that you can complete in one day. When you do not set deadlines for yourself, you are most likely to laze around and you would keep postponing the task. Because there is no sense of urgency, your brain gives you the option to do the work later and watch Netflix now. And because there is no deadline of when you should complete the task, you are more likely to agree to your brain and watch Netflix. This is why having that little deadline pressure really helps in stopping laziness. But make sure not to set deadlines that are too hard to achieve, as it will put you under too much pressure, which can again lead to procrastination, and we don't want that, right? Most of us fall into this category. We dream big and a lot. We plan things out, but we laze around a lot when it comes to actually executing the plans and putting in the work. However, we never show a single sign of laziness when it comes to the fun things like playing games for hours on end, hanging out with friends, partying, etc. We are selectively lazy. We are lazy to do the actual work and not at all lazy for the fun stuff. The reason for this is that we are so used to others pushing us to work and setting deadlines for us, like our parents who always pushed us to study, do our homework, brush our teeth at night, etc. Now that we are grown ups, our parents are not always pushing us to do our work. And because we are so used to our parents parenting us, we prefer not to do the not so fun, requiring a lot of hard work. Similarly, in school and college, we were always given deadlines for homework submission, assignments, and project submissions, and for exams. And now that no one is setting deadlines for us, we do not set them for ourselves because we are used to others setting them for us. When it comes to work, mostly we will work only at the last moment, like when the boss gives us a deadline. In such cases, we have no option but to work. However, we will work only when the deadline is quite close. If you can relate to this, then don't worry, because there are things that you can do to correct it along with the tips that we have already talked about. Now that your parents are not pushing you all the time to do the work, you have to parent yourself and take full responsibility of achieving your dreams. Try to have an accountability partner which will help you achieve your goals. Use the 5-second rule to help you get started, and then use the Pomodoro technique to teach yourself to sit and work. More often, these tips that I've shared with you help people combat laziness. However, if you feel that you also need some simple tips and hacks to beat laziness, then make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because in my next video we will be talking about exactly that. In the meantime, you can watch my other videos right over here, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Till then, keep loving, keep dreaming. This is Ruchika Srivastava signing off.